What's good, everybody? It's Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction, back at it with another reaction. We got another fantastic hip hop. How Drake just embarrassed himself with the worst Kendrick diss ever. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 10K. Oh man, so I got to not just look at the Nokia video, but also hear the Nokia song. I think that if I would have listened to the song prior to hearing the video, I might have actually liked the song because I like when I was reacting to the video, I'm just all like, the song is decent, but there was just some subtle things that I was just all like, who is this for? But let's see. And then the music video that, some people were saying that as kind of a stretch, but there was things in the video that I was like, this is blatant, like towards Kendrick. Like it can't be like I despise where we've gotten to a point where either you're hating or you're this, and this, and it's just all like, yo, I'm not crazy. Like that was definitely a dig towards, Kendrick with that aspect. So let's see what Fantastic Hip Hop's got to say.
Now, when it comes to Drake, what we just witnessed is
Right.
definitely up there as one of the most embarrassing things he has ever done in his entire career, and I am
Yeah.
serious because really, with Drake's new Nokia music video, after trying to use this song, what it will represent, and this entire moment to start a shift and turning point in his career, where altogether Drake will finally start to win back what Kendrick Lamar has taken away from him and try to reclaim anything that he used to represent? Well, somehow in this moment where Drake did everything he possibly could to diss Kendrick Lamar in this video, all he actually ended up achieving is showing once and for all that there is one king in rap and that it will never be him. And now both
See, I know people was like, that was one of the parts that I was just all like, yo, he's doing the Super Bowl. Like, that's not crazy or far-fetched to sit up there and think, you know?
Before
Oh,
we go any
man.
further into all of this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And now, as the Drake fans are getting more annoying than ever because of all of this, really be sure to leave that like so everyone can hear how, even with the most calculated effort from Drake and Ack, they are still about to take another massive loss. And so now, with all that said, when it comes to Drake and the Nokia video, with this being Drake's big musical play to start off this new chapter in his career and this moment where both as a rapper and in terms of the narrative he wanted to get back control of everything. I mean, with what is a major statement just from the stakes of it all, what we definitely saw over everything else was the type of creative that Drake is in this time. Which is not a good one, but let me slow down. As after Kendrick Lamar's all-time great run, and after events like the Super Bowl or the Grammy-winning Not Like Us video, with Drake responding to all of the visual symbolism and disses with straight up knockoff copies of Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free's visual imagery, I mean, you just can't make this stuff up if you tried. And I don't know who on Drake's team told him to do this because with all of the obvious callbacks to what Kendrick has done, I mean, while Drake thought he was getting disses off, he really just ends up taking another all-time pathetic title in hip-hop as he turns into the first rapper who got embarrassed so bad that really now he wants to be the guy who has humiliated and really ended his career. And of course with
Damn. That's what people were saying by he wants to be Kendrick so bad. Oh, snap. You know, it'd be funny if Drake is literally trolling everybody. I don't think that he is, but it would just be funny if he just was all like, gotcha, but I highly doubt it. The stuff that Drake has been putting out and what he's been doing, it just it's corny. It's corny at the end of the day, and this is it's just all like you could have used this opportunity just to bring people on your side on just the music tip. Because like I said, Nokia is decent. Like it there's just certain aspects that I'm just all like, who is this for? But My big gripe that I was seeing as far as on the Nokia music video that I noticed as well was the fact where's Party Next Door? It was supposed to be a joint project, and it's the video itself just seemed like put together nonsense that they was just like, yo, this would be funny if we did this, but it ends up being an L.
All of this, the major problem is, it gets to a point here where it doesn't even seem like you are dissing him back, but it just starts to look like you are copying him because you have no ideas. Because really, with how many story beats that Drake copied from Not Like Us,
Yeah, the
which no
black
matter
and
what you
white.
want to say, from getting SGA here, which feels just like DeMar DeRozan being in Not Like Us, and because of the placement and how Drake spends every single second of this thing copying Kendrick pretty much, despite the actual connection that Drake and SGA have because of where they are from, it still feels so forced because every single thing here is a knockoff of what Kendrick did to other big
Yeah.
choreographed scenes, which also mirror the Super Bowl as well. I mean, it is just so obvious what Drake was doing here that it loses any sort of nuance or complexity that it had.
See,
And really,
and the
that whole
thing
album thing,
is,
which Drake fans think he has now won the beef over, and once again
yeah,
think that Drake is a mastermind for trying to up Kendrick's visual from Not Like Us there,
no, there's nothing. You're not gonna sit up there and have the owls free. You know, like apparently, like it's not caged. I'm sorry, you're. This was not it, and it's not to sit up there. I really despise where we're at, where it's like you can't even have a random critic, not even random. You can't have a legit criticism. It just isn't executed well. Like it just isn't. Everything that he's been doing just it's like it on paper isn't bad. Like the 100 gigabytes, it's like it wasn't a bad idea. It is just the timing. It's just all it just seemed like a way to just get people's attention away from things. And it's just like with this music video, it's the same thing. I was just like, man, I'm glad that he put the Count Me Out music video on there, the black and white, because I'm just like, man, what black and white video did it seem like Drake was trying to count? And that's where that is, you know. And when I seen the owls on as far as the thing, I'm just all like, sir, no, it does not hit the same when you are the loser. You are the loser, and then you're not even doing anything unique. You're just trying to piggyback off of what the person who beat you did. So it's just proving the point. You couldn't even do anything original. You had to go. Let's keep.
ultimately, any of the storytelling or progression that would come with that means absolutely nothing, because just like with this entire moment we are seeing now, there's no build up to make any of this feel like it was earned or like it's this really smart and genius move that is going to win him anything back. And beyond the disses themselves, I don't understand how Drake even thought doing all of this was a good idea. Because really, beyond all of these embarrassing Kendrick Lamar imitations, just in terms of the fact that Drake is trying to prove that the disses from these very songs he is copying ruined his career in the paperwork that he is so into pushing and pushing right now, I mean, as he is once again using his art to do the same thing that he is saying Kendrick did to end his career, beyond just the video, he is really making the thing he cares about more than anything else just look like more and more of something he is trying to trick us with. And when we look at this moment from all these angles, it's hard to even take Drake seriously one bit because everything he seems like he's doing is just an absolute joke. And when it comes to the whole narrative that Kendrick is using the beef to get attention still to this day, people on Drake's side can never use that again because we have never seen a more desperate and petty use of this beef than right within this video. And really what Drake is
Yes, and I had said that. I don't know if it was at the beginning of this video or what I was saying in the Nokia video, but I was just all like a bunch of like Pete Drake stands would sit up there and be like, "Oh, Kendrick needed Drake, you know, to revive his career and da 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 da," and this is what you know they would say all this stuff. But then you look at something like this and you don't have the same energy for Drake. It's just all like, "Yo, Kendrick did the things that he did." On where he did it, but he's not sitting up there losing sleep or trying to, you know, do anything more. Heck, I would say even with the Squabble Up video, it seemed like for the most part, there was really nothing more to really do as far as to drop as far as on Drake. Before we get into that, this video is sponsored by me. Hey, if you want to dive into new music, I have a catalog. Catalog. Yeah. These are not singles, these are albums. But more recently this year, I did release an album called Tame Chaos. So you can listen, stream, download, purchase all of that in the link in the description. And just check it out because I want to see if people are actually seeing this and going to the site. So anyways, so that's what makes this all weird, but I'm gonna stop it here because I just ran out of memory as far as this. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll leave the full video there in the description. But yeah, this just was a bad look for you, Drake. Anyways, y'all, it's Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction, back at it with another reaction. Make sure to like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 10K. Make sure to check out the description for my music, books, comics, and more. All right, y'all.